Welcome back to another home gym exercise video. So I already did a video covering the normal bicep curl. In this video, we're going to cover a variation that's one of my favorites, and that's the preacher curl. So the difference between a preacher curl and a regular bicep curl is that in a preacher curl, your arm is locked in position. And the benefits of this is that it really neutralizes all that swing and body position and momentum we talked about you trying to avoid in the regular bicep curl. So let me demonstrate the preacher curl. Then I'll show you just a video of me doing a set and talk about why I like the preacher curl so much. So if you didn't see the other video on the basic bicep curl, the function of the bicep, which is the muscle in the front side of your arm, is to flex your elbow or bend your elbow. So what that means is this muscle runs along the front of your arm, it attaches into your forearm, and its function is to rotate your forearm around your elbow, right, to bend your arm. So the preacher curl is just like a bicep curl, except what you do here is you rest your upper arm, in my case, on a bench. If you're in a gym, they have preacher curl specific machines, but this is a home gym exercise video. So while you do need some equipment for this one, it's very minimal. All you need is a dumbbell and you need an adjustable bench. So if you rest your upper arm on the bench like this, what that does is that basically stabilizes and locks everything in up here. Now the only thing that can move is your forearm. And this is a really great way to really be able to focus and build that mental connection and really understanding and feeling that contraction of the bicep because everything is taken out of the picture. All right, if you're doing a regular bicep curl, you have a chance to get some body swing, some elbow swing, a little bit of momentum in, and the weight might move and you will get mechanical tension, but you might not get that signal and that feel as directly from the bicep as you do in the case of something like this. So if we're all locked in, and that's the only thing that can move, then it really allows you just to mentally zero in and really focus on just the contraction of that bicep. In addition, I'll show a video of me doing an actual working set of preacher curls here. Because everything is locked in, you really can push that muscle as hard as you can to failure, really limiting all other factors and really knowing exactly what you're doing. And in terms of intensity, we always say your reps should slow down. But when you have variables like stability and body movement and elbow movement, sometimes it's a bit easy to get other things involved and you're not quite fully sure if that slowdown is 100% because of that bicep or a confluence of other factors. So in a preacher curl, because everything's locked in, you're zeroed in and you know that slowdown and that failure you're hitting or the one rep in reserve or whatever you're doing is really all from that bicep. And here's a video of me doing a working set to demonstrate how the reps slow down towards the end of the set and allow you to really focus and get that feel in the bicep. The resistance curve on the preacher curl is also different than the standing bicep curl. It's basically the opposite. On the standing bicep curl, you have peak resistance on the middle to upper range of the motion, whereas in the preacher curl, you're going to have peak resistance on the lower range of the motion. So this allows you to train some strength in a different range of motion than you do in the normal standing dumbbell curl. And that's a preacher curl. Now, a lot of sources online will tell you that the preacher curl is going to bias the short head of your bicep. And while that is true, honestly, the differences aren't that big. Any solid elbow flexion exercise is going to work both heads of your bicep, the long and the short. And unless you're like a bodybuilder who's really trying to go for really small minutia and differences, any good solid elbow flexion exercise is going to be great for your biceps. And that wraps up this video on the preacher curl, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. If you found it helpful at all, please like and subscribe. That will really help out a lot. I'm just a normal person. I'm not a full-time professional bodybuilder, obviously, or gym person, right? I'm working out in my garage. I have a regular job that sits at a desk a lot. I'm just trying to stay in shape and get strong and fit as I get older. I'm already in my mid-40s. And I'm just trying to help out normal people out there as well who just want to get healthier, a bit stronger and not really trying to get max gains. So if that's you or if that's anyone you know, please share my video. Otherwise, thanks so much everyone. Have a great night.